Alright, let's begin. It's samba time down in Rio de Janeiro. The Olympics are upon us. Opening ceremonies are Friday. Not quite sure what time they're happening around here on Eastern Standard Time, but I've been breaking down some Olympic lines. We're going to jump right into the Olympics. I've got some MLB picks later on, but I'm looking for value when I'm looking at the Olympics. I'm looking for value. I'm looking for any kind of edge I can get. Like we all know that the men's soccer team, the men's football team, the Brazilian men's football team, like they want to win. Like that's really all Brazil wants to win is that soccer tournament. They got a hell of a line. Gabriel Jesus, Barbosa, Neymar leading the line. It's a hell of a fucking team. And I do think they will pull through. Colombia is a tough squad. Mexico is going to be a tough challenge. I'm going to break down a little bit of the soccer coming up. Even though the soccer kicks off today, I got some women's picks for you. Team Canada's in action against Australia. But I think Brazil on the men's side will take it home. I think the USA on the female side will take it home. But like I said, Colombia's dangerous, Mexico's dangerous, Germany's dangerous. There's three dangerous teams that will challenge Brazil. Obviously, if they run into Argentina, their arch rival, down in South America, that'll be a hell of a match as well. But that's what they want to win. So when I think about what the Brazilians really want to win, what is Brazil? You know, Brazil's football, Brazil is samba, it's dance, drinks on the beach. They have a couple really good local drinks. I remember watching like Anthony Bourdain and shit like that, just sucking them back. They look delicious, man. They look delicious. Capricanas or something like that, or something like that. But Brazil, for me, is also known for fucking volleyball. Beach volleyball, that is. So I think the same push, the same pressure, the same want, the same need will be installed in the Brazilian beach volleyball teams, both the men's and the women's. Now when I take a look at the women's beach volleyball, Kerry Walsh, was it Kerry Walsh Jennings? "37 years old, she's coming back to the Olympics. Now the USA is going for its fourth straight beach volleyball gold at the Rio Olympics. Now Kerry Walsh Jennings hasn't won the gold at the Olympics in a little while. She's been pregnant, she's been hurt. She was actually had a big surgery on her shoulder in the fall. Now she's partnering up with her new partner, April Ross. They've won 10 out of 28 international competitions. Now they're 72-19 against the qualified teams here in Rio. So they got a good chance. They're going to be there. They're going to be there. I just don't think that she could win at the age of 37. This will be her fifth Olympics. You got to remember her former partner was Misty May Trainer. They won 3 gold medals together. Now Ross won silver with Jen Kessie in 2012. So she's got some experience as well. Now this is going to be the Brazilians' biggest challenge because I'm going to be riding Larissa and Thalita of Brazil. I got them at plus 200. Kerry Walsh Jennings, and April Ross are also plus 200. It's basically a pick 'em. Go nuts. I think the value's there with Brazil. I think the value's there with the home crowd. I think the value's there with the push and the pressure. They haven't won a gold medal, Brazil, in beach volleyball since its debut in 1996. Now the Brazilians, Larissa and Thalita, they hold a 5-1 record against Jennings and April Ross. That's what I like. I think they can get it done in the finals if they meet up. I think they got the advantage in their head. I think they got the home advantage. So, you know, they are only 13-11 in international competition. But, you know, they've been together since 2014. They got a lot of chemistry. I think they will take it home for Brazil. I love like Larissa and Thalita of Brazil to take down Carrie Walsh Jennings and April Ross of the United States in women's beach volleyball. Now, Canadians flag bearer Rosie McLennan. Little Rosie. She's cute. She's a little trampoline artist. So I, naturally started digging into the women's trampoline. And 2015 World Championships of Trampoline, Rosie McLennan did not medal. She came 4th place. Now, her two biggest rivals, or the two biggest competition for Rosie, is going to be Li Dan of China. She actually won the gold medal in 2015 World Championships in Denmark. And a girl I also like is Tatiana Pietriania from Belarus. I think this girl can get it done. I think there's a lot of value. A lot of value here. There's a lot of value. You can get Li Dan plus 150 to win, or you can get Tatiana from Belarus. She's sitting there at plus 650 right now. Just going to pull it up here for us. So Tatiana's sitting at plus 650 from Belarus. I like her. Now they got Wena at plus 450. I don't think she's got a shot. I think she's just going to miss. Maybe a bronze. I think Rosie is actually going to take the bronze home. I think it's a fight between Li Dan and Tatiana. So if you like Li Dan at plus 150, you like Tatiana, a little bit more value at plus 650. Now I haven't clicked on either one. I'm still going to break it down. I will click on one of these ladies. I'll probably lean to the Chinese lady and Li Dan. Something about those little petite Chinese girls or something. They're just going to get that tuck and roll. Now I'm no expert in these Olympics. I'm no expert in beach volleyball. I'm no expert in women's trampoline. It's not like I sat there and watched the Olympic qualifying or the World Championships. Just reading up about it, spending a few hours breaking it down, looking at the past results, trying to do as much handicapping as I can, trying to find an edge. I think an edge and some value. So we got some value with Li Dan and Tatiana in the women's trampoline. Now before I get to the women's soccer, I was taking a look at the women's swimming, trying to find some value here. You gotta lean to the Aussies in the sprints, you gotta lean to the USA in the long distance, the power. It's basically power and stamina versus like power and precision, you know what I mean? Like the Aussies get it done quick and the USA are pretty good when it comes to the longer events. One event in the swimming that kind of caught my eye is the women's backstroke, 100 meter, 200 meter. Now we all remember Missy Franklin from the London Olympics, the 17-year-old American who came out flying out of the gates, took home a couple gold medals. She was like the darling of the U.S. Olympic team kind of deal. Well, she's kind of been dethroned. Emily Seebohm of Australia is on fire right now, posting 58s with ease. A lot of experts think she might even crack into the 57.9, right around the world record. So with that being said, I started to dig around, started to snoop around the Australian swimming team. And when it comes to the 100-meter women's backstroke, I'm not totally sold on Emily Seebohm to win this. They got her at minus 182 right now to win. Emily Seabaum minus 182. Me Nelson plus 400. Katika Hozu of was it Hungary? The Hungarian. She's at plus 500. She's pretty old. You know, I think this is what her 5th or 6th Olympics or something. They call her the Iron Woman. But they got young Madison Wilson from Australia sitting there at plus 800. Now, she was plus 650 not too long ago, so we've seen some movement on some of the other swimmers. But this young 21-year-old won the silver medalist in Kazan at the World Championships this year, or last year. Seabaum came first. Wilson came second. She was, you know, not too. She was less than a second behind. Same thing can be said for the Australian swimming qualification. She was She was 0.75 seconds behind. Let's see if I can pull this up quick. Seabaum 58.96. Madison Wilson 59.19. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe that's their. Sorry. 58.73 for Seabaum. 58.73 for Seabaum and 59.26 for Madison Wilson at the Australian qualification trials. So I like this girl. I like the value I'm getting from her. You know, I think Seabaum's going to come first or second. You know, but I don't really want to lay almost minus 200 on one event. So I like the value I'm getting out of Madison Wilson. I think she's going to get on the podium. I think she's going to push for first place. Swam or whatever. Kind of does a little preview and some predictions. They have Madison Wilson coming 4th. Less than a second behind Emily Seabaum. I think she can close that gap. I think she's going to be quicker than the Iron Woman, Hozu. And I think she's going to be able to beat the Danish girl, Me Nielsen. I think it's going to be an Aussie battle. Now, when it comes to the women's 200-meter backstroke, I do like Emily Seabaum. I got her at plus 100 to win. I think she can take that down. I think she's going to be right around the world record for that. I don't think anyone's really going to be able to touch her. Especially if she does lose the first. Like, she's going to take the gold in one of these events. You know? If not both. But I just think the value with Wilson in the 100 there. How can I not take Madison Wilson? And I'll take Emily Seabaum at plus 100 to win the gold medal in 200-meter women's backstroke. Now, women's soccer kicking off today. Pretty sure we already have a match in play. One thing I don't like about these, there's so many Olympic sports and stuff like that, and you always got to keep scrolling down and back and forth. Bet365 is trying. They're trying. So we got Sweden and South Africa. They've already kicked off. So the 32nd minute, it's 0-0. I don't have a play on this match. But Canada and Australia kick off at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Plus 163 for Canada to take 3 points. Plus 163 for Australia to take 3 points. We've seen some movement on Canada. Canada was about plus 190 last night. The draw is sitting at plus 230. Now, I like the under in this game. The over-under in this game is 2.5 goals, like usual. The under was minus 163. It's bumped up to minus 175 now. So, we're seeing a lot of movement on the under. If you like the under, jump on it now. I got the under minus 163. Now, I parlayed that up with United States. They're taking on New Zealand. Well, sorry. I parlayed that up with Brazil, not United States. United States are minus 800, man. You can't really do a whole lot with that now, can we? So I parlayed the under 2.5 in the Canada-Australia game with Brazil at minus 225 to win their match over China. They're going to be pretty pumped. You know, there's going to be a lot of support for the women's national soccer team as well down there in Brazil. They're the home nation. I don't see them losing. You know, worst case scenario, it's going to be a draw, but that means they're going to be in it. They're going to have a chance to score that goal, maybe to go ahead in the match and win it, take all 3 points. I like Brazil at minus 225, parlayed with Canada at minus 163. It's like plus 135, somewhere right around that range. in that ballpark. Now, before I get to some women's shot put, I kind of heard this little tip last night on Sports Rage's Gabriel Morency, Sports Rage TV, sportsragetv.com if you guys want to check them out. But before I get to that, just a little bit more on the women's swimming team. As I was talking about, the Australians are pretty good swimmers. Now, in the women's sprint, they got the Campbell sisters that are just dominating it right now for the Australians. As it stands right now, Kate Campbell's minus 188 to win the 50-meter freestyle on the women's side. Bront Campbell, her sister's plus 500. Now, Kate is more regarded as the better swimmer, the better athlete, the better talent. But Bront actually took home the gold medal in the World Championships and in the 50-meter and the 100-meter in the 2005 World Championships of swimming. So maybe the tables are turning a little bit. Kate Campbell's also, minus 250 to win the 100-meter freestyle swimming event. And Bront Campbell is also plus 500 in that event as well. Well, I went and laid down some money on Bront Campbell to win either event at plus 500. As long as she can pull one gold medal away from one of these events, we're winning money. That's plus units. I think she'll be able to get the edge on her sister. I think winning the World Championships probably put a lot of confidence in her, and I think she's the cuter of the sisters too. So I'm going to ride with her at plus 500. Remember, I'm no expert at these Olympic swimming events or Olympics events in any case. You know, even the under 23, I watch a lot of soccer, I watch a lot of football. I recognize a lot of the players, but I don't follow a lot of the under 23 or a lot of the under 21s. I do bigger events, you know, your under 21s, World Cup, etc., etc. But you know what I mean? There's only so many hours in the day to watch football. So look for the Campbell sisters to dominate. If you want some value, go with Bront Campbell. I think she can pull one of the events off and bring it home and cash one of the plus $500 tickets. Now, I was mentioning women's shot put. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of studying on this. I'm just going on a little tip, a little flyer. Valerie Adams is the favorite to win this at minus 138. I guess she's the defending, two-time gold medalist or something like that. And she's had a little, she had some surgery on her elbow, but she says she's 100% fit, 100% fine. She was actually at the a World Championship event or something like that a couple months ago and looked pretty good. Now, Valerie Adams is Steven Adams' sister. Steven Adams of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, she's a big girl. I was watching her throw a couple of these shot puts, man, and she's a big girl, man. She whipped me around. But I can take a flyer at her on minus 138. Just because of who she is, basically. I'm going to have some more Olympic picks for you whenever I find some value, stuff like that. Like I said, I'm going to break down the men's soccer team a little bit. They start tomorrow. Like I said, I think Brazil's going to pull it off. But keep an eye out for Colombia. Keep an eye out for Mexico. Keep an eye out for Germany. Catch my MLB sports picks later on. I'll talk a little bit about the DNC. Well, fuck it, I'll say it right now. The DNC convention smashed the Republican convention. Just smashed them. Smashed them. The DNC... They poked them, they prodded them, they beat them down, they kicked them when they were down. They had some pretty damn good speeches, you know. Obviously, there's a hypocrisy in the way the media covers both parties. They were bitching about the Republicans and their policies and this and that, and I didn't hear the Democrats talk a whole lot about that either. It was basically a big hurrah, hurrah for both sides. Just the DNC just did it way fucking better, man. You know, I didn't like the whole celebrity angle and stuff like that, but I get it. I understand why they do it and stuff like that, man. It brings in a crowd. Opens up certain generations' eyes. But Hillary Clinton is evil, and Donald Trump's a goddamn idiot, asshole, you know, borderline racist, basically racist. He's just a dumbass. Like, oh my god, man. You got an idiot and some evil girl. Wow. What have you guys done, America? But anyways, I'll leave it at that. And remember, if you're not laying the money down on the table, you're not winning.
Where they lead, you will follow. Well, I guess that's just the way